When you learn the guitar, you're going to come across some challenges. And one of the first challenges you might come across is your F major chord, or the way they present it in a lot of like beginner books, or I don't know, wherever you're finding your information. But be sure to, always look at more than one place when you're learning to look at. When you're learning the guitar, always go to, several different resources. But one thing I want to talk about today is the F chord. The F chord. And one thing about the F chord is that you don't always have to like come right out and learn this full bar chord. You can break it up. A lot of when you're first starting out, a lot of some of these chords that you learn in the beginning require a couple fingers. You're not getting all of your, everything involved. So I'm here to break that down for you. I have 5, different ways to play the F chord when you're first starting out. And the first way is I'm going back to triads, because I feel when you first learn guitar, at least for me, I didn't pick up on triads until later on in the game. So today we're going to start with, once again, our index finger and our middle finger for this first chord, and it's going to concentrate on the bottom 3 strings. I'm kind of barring these bottom 2 strings. You can think of Teen Spirit. Smells Like Teen Spirit from Nirvana. Dun, dun, dun. So I'm barring these bottom 2 strings, my E and my B string, B and E, second and first string on the first fret. And my middle finger comes up to the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. And that's my F major triad. And the way that works is, this bottom string here is holding an F note. Got a C note. That's an A. F, A, C is going to give you that major F, triad. Another way to think about this chord is on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string. So I have my index finger here, 1st fret, 2nd string. My middle finger is going to come up here to the 3rd string on the 2nd fret, and my ring finger lands right on the 4th string of the 3rd fret. So once again, it's one of those little kind of staircase shapes, as I call it. And that's my F major triad on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string. Say you want to get an F major 7, you can let this high E ring out with the rest of this positioning on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string. So the first way, second way. The third way is almost as if we're taking that E major chord and we're moving it up 1 whole step. Once again, I'm still spelling out, the major, F. So I have my A, F, and C. Here's F, A, C, F, A, C. So that's my third way of playing the F chord when, you're just starting out. And a lot of times when I play the F chord, I never really play a full bar chord unless it's, the song calls for it, or, that's the particular, style of chord arrangement. But one thing you can do is say you have this E shape in the F. You can start it here with your ring finger on the 5th string. Your pinky now is going to be on the 4th string of the 3rd fret. Middle finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string. Index finger is now landing on the 1st fret of the B string on the 2nd string here. And this position here is a good way to start out, maybe with your bar chords. My pinky finger, my 4th finger, is actually my root. So wherever this You can move that up and down the neck depending on what chord you're looking for. So we have our first way of playing the F major chord on the bottom 3 strings. The second, third, and fourth string on the 5th, 4th, and 3rd string. Or you can change it up and add the pinky down here. Excuse me, your index finger down here on that 2nd string. Another way is something called a power chord. So I'm basically thinking of the root note, which is my F, and the 5th note up, which is a C. That's an F power chord. I'm either using my index finger here on the 1st fret, low E string. That's an F note. That's your F. E, F, G. My ring finger now is down here on the 3rd fret of the A string, the 5th string, hitting a C note. You can use your pinky, you can use your ring finger, whichever is going to help you get there. Say you're using your ring finger, you can now add your pinky down here to the 4th string of the 3rd fret, and it's going to give you an octave, meaning 8. It's the same. That's an F, and that's a higher F, 7 notes above, 8 notes above. Bring your ring finger back in on that 5th note. F chord. It doesn't have to be a F-er. Tackle the F chord. And when you get all those together, eventually this will just ring out like nothing. Little bonus one for you here is, say we have, we talked about the D chord in prior videos if you've watched it. And if you're familiar with that, this is my root, my D. D, E, F. So say I have my ring finger on this F note and I employ this little triad shape here. That's another way to play the F. The F major. And there's many different ways to play this chord. Keep practicing, go through the routine, make sure you get all of these little positions down. Keep going.